Castleberry, my boy. Those dark black gangly things y'all have seen there are intriguing.
That's what I was alluding to earlier when I said we've seen things that I don't think are.
Those,
There's nothing canine about those things.
Those are
horrifying,
and I don't know why. I don't know where to place
where you put that,
because I think there's something instinctual and old and built-in inherent that tells us inside of our bodies and minds that that's bad.
That's real bad. That's real bad. And
there's this instinct that pops off.
And I don't know where that fits in like the pantheon of like cryptids and high strangeness, because I always tell people we don't talk about it like a lot. And if you ever see us do like LBL, like interviews with other people, we don't bring it up because it muddies the waters and we don't know how to explain it. And you sound crazy talking about it, even in these topics, because quite honestly, it looks like something that's more out of like Dungeons and Dragons than out of like, a Dogman story. I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
But I've seen it once. And what's so crazy is that Jesse sees one for a split second in the area where we find that first ripped up tent, when we find that old family cemetery plot, the old headstones are basically just river rocks that were put up. And she saw one of these things, and you can tell that I minimize it because I just think she's tired and her eyes are playing against whatever. And I'm like, well, there's nothing there now.
And Joe minimizing my feelings is generally.
And then later on, I see one right where we find that missing clothing. I mean, that abandoned clothing, the boots and the pants and all that, And then Jesse sees another one like later on. It's just, it's crazy. I don't know. And it's just so. What I saw moved a branch running, but it didn't follow the lay of the land. The land dipped down and it didn't follow that. It just went straight. I don't know. I don't have an explanation but it was physical. And you can tell it's physical when you look at it. It's physical. It's bad physical. Yeah. It's like bad. It's bad physical.
And then on a subsequent journey back up there, we found the other tent, which is what's weird. So we're seeing these things near where these tents are too. That's kind of weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we found that other tent, and that one was way back in the woods, like way, way back in the woods. We find that other tent, and I'm over there. You're looking at the tent, and I just see that thing down there.
Mm-hmm.
I see it down in where the creek is that goes over to the lake's shore, and I saw it, and I just basically just hyperventilated. I collapsed.
Sat down, started crying.
I just started crying. I had to collapse like against the tree basically because it scared me so bad. I don't know. I don't want to see that again.